But don't worry, don't panic. This is another episode of Tracksuit Kitchen, Mother's Day edition. Happy Mother's Day, mommies. Today we're going to do Blackberry Goat Cheese Cheesecake. Don't say ew yet, it's going to be good. So, first things first, here are all the ingredients from a topical view. And let's get close up. You'll need your vanilla, a mixing device, your sugar, some flour, graham crackers, raw walnuts, sour cream, heavy whipping cream, 3 cakes of cream cheese, some blackberries, some basil, we'll get into that later, of course your goat cheese, butter, and your eggs, 3. Just make sure that you bring your sour or your cream cheese, actually all your dairy products out, and just let them get warm in room temperature before you get into this. And we're gonna get started mixing. So with your graham crackers, you're gonna want to grind up about 1 cup, and then with the walnuts, you're gonna want 3/4 cup. And then we're gonna start getting mixing. Starting with a microwave stick of butter. Stay tuned and kitchened. The next thing you're gonna notice, we got the oven preheating to 350. So do that first, and then the next thing we're gonna do with that butter, mix it up, because it kind of comes out a little coagulated. Get a 1/4 cup of sugar, not salt, oh, I almost said salt. Dump that in the mixing bowl with your graham crackers and walnuts. We're gonna take another mixer here, just kind of spread it around. This is really hard to do with one hand, so do this more properly at home. All right, there you go. Throw that into the sink so we can avoid cross-contamination. We're gonna take the butter mixer now, throw that in here, toss our butter in, listen to the sweet tunes of Beck, and we're gonna start mixing this up. All right, happy Mother's Day cheesecake makers. So I took the graham cracker walnut mix with the sugar and put it in the springform pan with the butter. Mix it all up. I'm just gonna teach you a trick right now. Just take your basic little rocks glass and then pat it down. You let me in through the back door. And always sing when you cook, because you know what? What else are you gonna do? The sainted rhythms on the midnight train to Longford. Ride the sainted rhythms. Sweet in winter, sweet in rain. Shake well before you, she said. Never touch me anymore this way. Oh, connected. This is how you put love into your recipe. You're connected. I'm so dirty, and the light it blinds my eyes. Oh, so dirty, and the light it blinds my eyes. That's why we put things in the dishwasher. So after you pat it down, throw it in there at 350-degree temperature, just for 8 minutes, and then we're gonna take it out and we're gonna let it cool. Let it cool in the gang. Sorry, humorous afterthought. So we just pulled our crust out, 8 minutes, 350 degrees. Hopefully you took notes. We're just gonna let this cool, get to room temperature. Don't you know I can't wait until the 12th and never vision of a cheesecake. So, for the cheesecake, what we're gonna do here, we got those 3 cakes of cream cheese that have been sitting room temperature, 3/4, maybe to a cup of sour cream, depending how sour you are, 1/4 cup of crumbled goat cheese, a vision, a vision, a vision. And then we're gonna do about 1 cup of sugar. That sugar, in case you forgot, 3 tablespoons of flour, secret ingredient, helps it not crack. And then we're gonna throw 3 eggs in. Now, the reason why we've been letting these sit out and become room temperature because we don't want them to turn into air bubbles when we whip them. You're not gonna beat them like you're making breakfast. You're just gonna mix them slowly. So the more room temperature they are, the less they're gonna bubble up. And then after that, we're gonna mix it all up. Oh yeah, with a 1/4 cup of cream. I didn't measure that out yet. Sorry, really involved in singing right now. Oh God, I need to go run. Double chin, not good. Anyway, these glasses are really reflective. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Sarah. Did I do I think I did do forget an ingredient. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Do not forget that. Eyes, you'll eat this plenty. So I got my Sunnies. First off, the description and polarized, so I can actually see everything better. Other than that, on top of being deaf in this ear, I also have a stroke eye, and I noticed in my videos, this thing looked like it was drooping a lot. I don't like that. However, what we're gonna do again, wait, let me show you the recipe. Is it a recipe or a receipt? I don't know. It's like a receipt or a receipt. So again, in here, what we have is 3 cakes of cream cheese, 3/4 to a cup of sour cream, depending on how sour you are, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons vanilla, 3 tablespoons of flour, little secret ingredient to prevent cracking, and then a 1/4 cup cream, a 1/4 cup of the goat cheese, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those eggs and we're gonna slowly whisk them together. I would say that I shouldn't have to show you how to do that. Oh, look, there's Dad. Say hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. But always the asshole like the Harpers are. So after that Johnny Knoxville-like-esque moment, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna teach you how to lightly beat eggs. Just kind of do this. You don't want to whip them too hard. make them look scramble-ish. And then stem them a little. And then just let them sit while we mix up the rest. And here comes the Mother's Day snowstorm. The way I feel about you, it just gets me wrong. If you only knew the way I feel about you, I just can't describe it. Oh no, finally it's happening to me right in front of my face, and it's snowing outside. Alright, so here's the most important part. Now that we let our eggs sit for a bit, everything's all whipped up. Whipped it good like Devo, and it should have played that song again. God damn it. But we're not whipping actually right now. We're just kind of folding in the eggs. Oh, which is a shit's great knowledge. You gotta fold in the cheese, or you gotta fold in the eggs. So you're gonna take your little mixer, whatever kind of mixer you have, put it on the lowest setting. And just blend it in. Not too much, not too fast. Just get it all mixed in. And done. Next we're gonna pour it into the springform pan. Alright. Can you see me? Hi. So it's the last step before we're gonna put it in. We're gonna get the mix in the springform pan. We're gonna get jiggly with it. Oh, got it. Another song that would have gone great with this whole process. Right now, just bring the air bubbles to the top. These air bubbles you have in the cheesecake, the better, the less cracks. You know what I ask. So, next step. I'm about to be guilty of something, and that's called making a fantastic cheesecake. I hope, just so you know, I experimented on this once. It didn't shoot us falling, baby. We stand alone. Out on the street, anybody you meet got a heartache of their own. So I just kind of experimented on it, and it tasted goodish. It just didn't have the right sweetness that I wanted to have it. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by Barbara Streisand. You gotta be fine, but take it away. It's gotta be night and day, just a matter of time. So remember those two little basil sprigs that I had there? These little wee little guys. We're just going to slice them up. Wait. And then, I guess you could say mince them up. We're gonna throw them in a pot with about 12 ounces of blackberries. A little bit of sugar, about 3 tablespoons, about a tablespoon of water, and then we're gonna throw that on the stove, and we'll see what happens. Goodbye the lights. Forces, spaces down. I don't know the words. Alright, so anyway, I'm gonna make this up. And Sebastian sat the night out, and after every number they passed that. So now he hates me. So now we're going to make the berry juice. Take about the 12 ounces of blackberries, about 3 tablespoons of sugar, like I said, over medium heat, a tablespoon of water, and just kind of mash them down over medium heat. And then once they start bubbling, just kind of let it simmer for about 2-3 minutes. And then we're going to sift out the seeds. So some of you may be wondering, why the outfit change? Well, let me tell you, when making blackberry sauce, don't wear white. I mean, I had this friend, maybe some of you may know her, Kelly Krupa Revelge. She used to be like a walking menu after we'd go out to dinner. And then when you cook, you can be a walking menu too. So make sure to dress appropriately. Blackberry sauce, black outfit. If you're baking with flour, white outfit. Don't mix and match. It doesn't wear well. And I really hope those stains come out. So, as you can see, it's been bubbling for about 3 minutes. We've been mashing the berries down. It's a good soup. And what we're going to do next is we're going to take it to the strainer, get rid of the seeds, and not care about the fact that if we get splattered on our black jacket with some blackberry sauce, because you know what? It's black. It's blacker than the blackberry sauce. All right. And this is how we sift out the seeds from the berries. In old school Campbell's good bowl. With my mother talking in the background to somebody on the phone. Bet she's gossiping like they used to do in the PTA. So anyway, just kind of keep getting that until you get all the juice out of the berry and just leave the seeds behind. Okay, so now the cheesecake is done. What you're gonna do now, yeah, sunglasses off, whatever. Pull it out of the oven and take a knife around the edges. Just to release the cheesecake from the springform pan. Keep your oven closed, turn it off of course. And once you're done with that, we're gonna put it back in the oven. Oven off. P.S. Wooden spoon. Not to beat your children with when they're being bratty, but to keep it open and inventive. There we go. And then let it cool for about 50 minutes. Set the timer. So, now we're making the, it's gonna be a goat cheese white chocolate ganache that is going to be going onto the cheesecake. That right there is a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I throw about a tablespoon of butter in there, and that'll just help the ganache get a little shiny. You don't have to do it, but you can if you want to make it look pretty. That's about 4 ounces of goat cheese in there, and that's a half a cup of white chocolate chips. And we're gonna start by singing the Eagle song, because it's not wrong, but we'll bake this cheesecake first. So you just wanna get the heavy whipped cream a little bubbly, do it on medium heat, don't overdo it. Once everything is bubbling and getting kind of thick, that's when you throw in your white chocolate chips. Once you throw in your white chocolate chips, just let everything blend, get melted together. Once everything's melted together, then you're gonna let it cool for about, 15 minutes, let it thicken. All right, stay kitchen, bitches. Okay, so now that the goat cheese cream and butter boil together, all blended. Turn it down to medium-low heat. I'm gonna take the white chocolate. Ooh. We're gonna dump this in and fold it in like the cheese from Schitt's Creek. And once that's all folded in, take it off the heat, and we're gonna let it cool for 15 minutes to make it a good ganache. Ooh, you wait a long time for this. Or if you didn't, but you're gonna love it. Quick addendum, as you can see, it's very quick because I'm not wearing my sunglasses. We're gonna throw a tablespoon of sugar in here. And the reason why is because last time we made this, it was not sweet enough. It had too much goat cheesiness going on, which is still happening. So we're gonna throw 1 tablespoon sugar into that. Ooh, my eyes. Oh, God. And mix it in, and then we're gonna let it cool for 15 minutes. Okay. Uh-oh. My world is empty without you, babe. My world is empty without you, babe. Ooh, babe. Just like whisk it in. And then once it's all whiskey and bubbly again, we're gonna let it rest for 15 minutes. My world is empty without you, babe. And here's my creepy cat, who kind of reminds me of something from The Shining. Secret. Pretty princess. I think she wants more. You already have special treats. Anyway, let's get back to our special treat. So, while the ganache is cooling, we're pulling out the cake. Slight crack, not happy about that. But after this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna cool it, put it into a refrigeration device. So while the ganache is cooling outside, this is getting a nice cool outside. And then we're gonna get it ready to have it ganached. It's a verb now. All right, so now the cheesecake is cooled a little bit. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take this lovely goat cheese white chocolate ganache, and we're gonna pour it all over this bitch. Spread it around, let it kind of drizzle to the edges. And now, we're going to take it back to the fridge for about 30 minutes. So we've been letting it cool with the ganache on the top. This is my little secret to kind of let it get drizzly around the edges. What we're gonna do now, release. Down the sides. And now we're going to return this puppy to the fridge after a disco break. Done. In this update of Mother's Day Tracksuit Kitchen, we have new glasses on. Because I don't know where my sunglasses went. I dropped them off somewhere. I don't remember. Who cares? Anyhow, I love the fact that my cheesecake can be featured with the refurbished Nintendo system and hand sanitizer that I've been using have been turning my hands into like a chapped piece of crap. Like, holy shit, there is not enough moisturizer in the world to fix your hands, especially when you've sliced it. I'm trying to fix your Nintendo to save the world. Okay, anyhow. Yeah, these are old broken pieces of shit. We're gonna fix that very soon. So anyhow, there's the cheesecake. After it's been sitting on lock in the refrigerator. There's our blackberry sauce. There's our blackberries that are just sitting, hanging around, and like, what are we gonna do with this cheesecake? And I'm like, I'm going to tell you. And there's our Nintendo system, which works. It's alive. It's like 3 of them that I have now. And who am I going to give the other one to? Don't know. But anyhow, next thing we'll do is we're gonna make the cheesecake look pretty. Stay tuned. My love, my need is this cheesecake. So, do a little decorative thing with the blackberries, pour on the sauce, and then, as I say, wham bam boom, you're done. Deliciousness waits. And remember, stay kitchen.